Good morning, I'm John Delano. Welcome to the Sunday Business Page. This morning, the last 2 weeks in the financial markets have seen large losses. Should your own portfolio be rebalanced? We'll ask Fregasso Financial Advisors Chairman and CEO Robert Fregasso for his expertise. Then, Phipps Conservatory Botanical Gardens is all aglow for Christmas. Their president and CEO Richard Piacentini will join us to talk about Phipps Beauty and its sustainability, an unbeatable combination. And we'll hear the inspiring story of the Western Pennsylvania School for the Deaf as it prepares to celebrate its 150th anniversary. Dr. Stephen Farmer, CEO, and Josh Walderhouse will share their thoughts. It's all next right here on the Sunday Business Page.
This is the Sunday Business Page on KDKA TV.
And a very good morning to you. Thanks for spending part of your Sunday morning with us. Watching the stock market and other financial indicators this past year has been a challenging experience for investors and financial advisors alike. With huge gains and losses, especially in the last few weeks, there is uncertainty about what lies ahead in 2019 and how that might affect your own financial portfolio. For some perspective on all of this, we're pleased to welcome back Bob Fregasso, Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Fregasso Financial Advisors. Bob, it's always good to have you on the show.
Thank you, John. Good to be with you.
Thank you so much for being with us. So, what in the world is going on with this stock market? We thought it was going to be a great year in 2018. It seems to be ending on a down note. What's going on here?
Well, things are always happening, but specifically in 2018, John, we've been buffeted in the markets with economics, tariffs, trade battles. We've had political upheaval. We've got interest rates potentially going up, or maybe they're not, or maybe they are after all.
Yeah.
What the Federal Reserve action means. We talk about Brexit, the hard or soft exiting of Great Britain from the European Union. It's still in the news. We've got slower economic growth, and we've got deficits. Wow.
So all of this adds up to great uncertainty in the market, and I take it that's what the market hates most, not knowing what's going on.
That's exactly right. And I think it would be important for us to take a look at how the year of 2018 did play out in the market. And we'll use
we have a
as
graph.
a proxy. Let's look at it's the Dow Jones.
Okay.
There it is.
All right,
it's
so
the
what
Dow
does this
Jones
say?
Industrial Average. That's a proxy for the market. There are many indices or indexes that will show us that. But let's take a look at the year. Charts are boring, but let's see if we can make an interesting point with them. Let's take a look at the start, that is December a year ago.
All right.
Let's take a look at the high for the year in January.
So a year ago was 24,585.
It hit its high in January.
26,617, and then it's been up and down throughout the year.
It has. Well, take a look, though. Just from December to January, it was up 8% in a month. You'd like to do 8% in a year. It was up 8% in a month. Then it hit its low, and it was down 12%. And then it came back a bit, and here it is right now in December, and guess what all that washes out to? A minus 1%.
So
much ado about nothing. But
so what you're saying, Bob, is that even though we feel like we've lost a lot of money this year, the fact is we're no better off than we were at the start of the year, but we're no worse off either.
That's exactly right. But in the meantime, we were knocked about emotionally following all the things I talked about, the tariff battles and so on.
Well, there's no doubt about it. Anybody who watches this show who's checked out their 401ks or their IRAs are not happy, because if they looked at them during the middle of the year, they saw things up, and now they're back to where they were at the start of the year.
Now, here's the danger. In that downturn, that minus 12% that I showed you back in March, what if you would have panicked then and bailed out? Then you would have made a fluctuation a real loss.
You would have lost.
That's the danger.
Right. Now, you brought along another chart that basically is an historic chart to suggest that you really have to have a long-term look at this. Tell me what this chart's all about.
It's so often people will say, well, isn't this a new paradigm? There's nothing new. It all just comes around dressed differently.
Yeah.
History repeats itself. So this one, I took a long-term perspective, and by the way, it happens to encompass my period in this business. So let's start in 1972.
Right.
Now let's take a look at the highs, the lows, the major moves Now, take a look at the right-hand column. Well, you're going to get seasick with this one, if not
yeah, down 41%, then up 145%, down 19, up 275. And bottom line is that overall, this market has gone up.
Almost 11%.
Almost, yeah.
If I took you back to 50 years before that, 75 years before that, the numbers look the same. You see the same high volatility. So, the high peaks, the low lows, and the averages come out to replicate themselves.
So what's the overall message, Bob? Number one, don't panic.
Yes.
Number two, do what with respect to your portfolio? Should you be, quote, rebalancing? Is this
always rebalance?
Is this a time to get out of equities and into bonds? Or?
No, that's different. See, that you just said two things there, John. Rebalancing means that you had an asset model with which you started your investment portfolio, and it reflects you. It doesn't reflect what you think the markets are doing.
Ah, okay.
All right. When you say time to leave equities, or people will say to me, what are you buying now? Everything. So you have a wide portfolio allocation. A lot of people refer to it shorthand as diversification. This goes way beyond diversification. You're diversified in many different sectors in the U.S. and within the world. And if you've conceived it properly, you can look through the interim to get the inevitable. Let me quickly give you an analogy. There's a principle of motorcycle or bicycle riding. Maybe you've heard it. That if you focus on an upcoming curve in the road, you can't see around the other side, and you focus on the curve, what do you think will happen? You'll steer to that curve. Try it. But remember to wake up before you go off the edge.
Before you hit it.
That's a principle that I was taught years ago. Well, the same thing applies here. If you're focusing on those numbers we showed, especially the red numbers, you're going to steer toward it. You're going to make bad decisions. You got to look through the curve and the inevitable good things that are coming.
Very long term. We have less than a minute, so let me just ask the final question. 2019, as you look ahead, Bob, and I know it's hard to be a prognosticator in this market and certainly in this political situation, what do you see happening in 2019? Do you think it's more of the same, or do you think we might actually do a little better?
It's hard to predict the future, so rather than predict the markets, let's look at the environment in which the markets operate, because the markets reflect the economic circumstance. So if we take a look at what's happening, will tariffs be resolved? Yeah, because they have to. Will the European Union and Great Britain orchestrate some sort of reasonable Brexit?
Yes,
yeah, because they have to.
Yeah, by March.
Because they have to. Look at the opportunities that are out there in energy, in medical, in IT, and you look at how wonderfully our economy is moving into the future. Look through the curve at that toward which you're investing. Keep that insight and you'll do well.
Bob Fragasso, it's always a pleasure
John,
to have someone,
you.
a calm voice in the midst of a storm.
Well,
we love having you on.
Have the right boat. Don't get out and swim in the waves.
Good analogy. Right boats, right boats. Hey, thank you again.
Thank you.
When the Sunday Business Page continues brightening your Christmas holiday with Phipps Conservatory and Botanical Gardens Winter Flower Show and Light Garden Holiday Magic. Let it glow. President and CEO Richard Piacentini will also shed some light on Phipps sustainability. Stick with us.